Hey guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, today we're talking about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. And here we go. Selling. Why customers' expectations matter. What do you think? I said selling. Why customers' expectations matter. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I've been in sales in one form or capacity since the 80s, and I'm going to tell you what, it's been a little while. And see, one of the things that I've learned over the years is that customers, they have expectations when they buy something. What's that mean? Well, think about it just in your own situation. You go out and buy a piece of furniture, you go out and buy something, or you get a service or something, and your expectations are like way up here. You're expecting those things to work, you're expecting the people to get them delivered on time, or you're expecting people to come out and service your whatever and do a good job and show up. You have high expectations. You know, why does this really matter? Because, see, seriously, guys, if you're a salesperson, sometimes we can oversell. Now, what does that mean? That we can promise the world, and sometimes we cannot deliver on what we're trying to sell. Now, what I've learned is kind of draw it back a little bit, you know, and let customers know that, hey, listen, we're going to do our best, and we're not God. So, you know, things happen sometimes, and I want you to know that you're important, and if anything happens, we're going to take good care of you. Now, here's the thing. Customers have expectations. Sometimes people say, why would you plant a negative seed in their mind? Because stuff breaks. Why do you think we offer service agreements and maintenance agreements, repair services? Because stuff breaks. Extended warranties and all these different things. There's a reason because, see, if you're a salesperson and you're out there selling a product and you're not offering those extended maintenance agreements, service agreements, fabric protections, guarantees, you're missing out on the big boat. You're missing, first of all, a little bit of extra money on it. The second thing is you ain't looking out for the customer. What you're looking out for is yourself, okay? But see, here's the thing. You really ain't looking out for yourself because, see, you can have a customer who can be a repeat customer. If something breaks or they need service on something and you didn't show them the service or you didn't tell them about it, at least let them make the determination, should they invest in that? You ain't doing your job, man. I know it's sometimes a little rough. You get a little excited because they want to buy something and you think, well, dang, I got to offer them some kind of a service agreement or a maintenance agreement or warranty. I don't even believe in that stuff. Well, I do. And I'm going to tell you what, I've seen a lot of products that had to have somebody come out and fix them. I've seen electronics break. Hey, man, think about it. When was the last time you bought something that lasted forever? Key to success in this regard. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. We're talking about selling, why customers' expectations matter. Here's the thing, guys. If we have it in our power to help our customer go through a transition, if there's an issue, we should do that. I'm one of these kind of people. I'm a little bit different than most salespeople because, see, once a lot of sales are over, customers, you know, they forget about you. But, see, I don't want them to forget about me. I want them to remember me, so I give out my personal cell phone number. You probably say, I ain't going to do that. I don't want them to call me. Well, let me tell you something. When something breaks down, they going to call somebody. And sometimes if it's too soon or if they're not getting their service on time or they're not getting somebody to come out and take care of their equipment or their cars or whatever is not being properly done, the first person they're going to be upset with is the salesperson. Second, they're going to be upset with the company. And third, they're going to be upset with themselves. And they're going to be really, really mad. And that leaves a little bitter taste in their mouth. So if you ever try to sell something to them again, they ain't going to buy nothing. Matter of fact, they're going to feel so burnt and frustrated that they're going to call up the customer service people and say, can you help me? And sometimes they'll get yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that, and then they don't. I've seen it. See, we got to change that attitude. We got to make sure that our customers are glad that they call us. And like I said, I give out my personal information. The reason being is because, see, if they call customer service or if they're not happy with a situation, I want to make sure that I can kind of bridge to the next step to be able to help them. At least say, hey, listen, I understand. I can do my best to try to put you in the right path to talk to the right people so that we can get this taken care of. And if there's always a problem, I always say it's my fault. Now, you probably go, why would you do that? It ain't your fault. Well, you know what? It's my fault because I sold them something that broke or needed repair or needed service, and somebody wasn't doing their job to take care of the product. So I'll take the blame for it. And it kind of takes it off because I've had customers say, it's not your fault. But that's okay. Listen, they're upset. They're mad. They're frustrated. They had expectations like way up here, and now they're way down here. So why not just alleviate some of that pressure? And tell them, hey, listen, I got you back. A lot of times, like I said, customers just want to vent. They want somebody to hear them because they're spending their money. It costs a lot of money to buy a lot of different things and services and so forth. And when somebody gets your expectations way up here and then they keep going down and down and down, it ain't good. And customers have many ways to vent these days, and they'll complain to a lot of people, but when you do good, they'll probably won't tell anybody, maybe one person. But if you do bad and your service sucks and you don't take care of the customer, they're going to be upset. And see, here's the thing. I'm a salesperson. I want to sell something. So I want to have the capability not only just to sell today, but I want to be able to offer services that are available in the future. And if you are a good salesperson, you might want to think about that. You know what? I get texts sometimes from customers. They have a little issue. Sometimes it's nothing real big. They just need a telephone number, or maybe they wanted to tell me that somebody shouldn't go out and see them that day or whatever. But see, sometimes we're afraid to get those kind of phone calls and stuff because we think it's going to be the world's going to end. But see, the world could end if you don't take care of that customer. They will cancel that service. They will cancel the product. They will just be frustrated. You know, I've been in customer service and sales for a long time, and I really love it. And see, I've noticed that when people are upset, they want to be able to vent. They want to tell somebody, hey, man, something ain't right. Have you ever done that? I have. I've gotten upset about things that I bought because there's things that we buy that are man-made, women-made, and they break. Or if you got customer service people that may not always be extra nice, you got to have this kind of personality. Plus, when you're talking to your customers, and you have to be upfront with them. And I always tell them, you know, sometimes things happen. It's out of our control. We're not like God or anything. So if something happens, please call our customer service people first, but feel comfortable calling me if things need to be taken care of at a different level, because I've got your back. And see, that's the way you can reassure your customers. You're letting them know, hey, something could happen. They may not always fulfill their deal. But see, remember what was the subject? It was selling why customers' expectations matter. It's the way you sell something. Don't over-exaggerate. Don't puff it up and say, oh, man, this is the best thing in the world, blah, blah, you'll never have a problem. And then you don't sell them the guarantee, the service agreement, the warranties or maintenance agreements, the fabric protection. And then something goes wrong. Golly, they real frustrated. They real mad because stuff costs money on it. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I told you I'd tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all when it comes to selling. Stuff that most folks don't talk about, but we do. Listen, it says selling why customers' expectations matter. Think about it. When you buy something, you have expectations. You get excited, you get this little warm fuzzy inside, so does the customer. They feel good because you gave them a great presentation, you put on a smile, you wrote it up, and then you sold it to them. You helped them get it. A week goes by, 2 weeks go by. They get some service issues. Something didn't get done. The delivery was late. People didn't do what they said they was going to do. And man, they get mad because we promised them the world. And we gave them a little bit less than that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so rude or anything, but see, I don't laugh. I'm just so about customer service. It means so much to me because I've worked with a lot of different companies that ain't around anymore and some that are still around, and I left them because I just thought to myself, if they don't take care of the customers the way they should, and they tell me, that they will and they don't, then, you got to be real careful, because, see, your name is out there and credibility is important. And I'm telling you what, I've been in sales long to know that people, they remember you. Oh, I remember you. You sold me that. I remember I've had people run into me many, many times that I sold furniture to and stuff that I've sold insurance to and all this kind of stuff over the years. And I've had people say, you remember me? You remember me? And, I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember you. Sometimes I don't, but I always have a conversation with my customers. Even if I don't, I look at them and say, it's been a little while. Can you give me some information? Yeah, I bought that big screen TV back from the 90s. You remember back in the 90s? I'm like, yeah, okay. But always be cordial, always be kind, and always, if a customer has a complaint, please listen. Don't get argumentative with them. Don't get mad at them. Don't get frustrated, because, see, it's a part of life. Things happen. How do you want people to treat you? Be like the golden rule. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. And yes, I am my brother and sister's keeper. Our subject for today is selling, why customers' expectations matter. The real reason why it matters is called the bottom line, baby. It's called ma-ching, ching, ching. It's harder to get a new customer than it is to take care of an existing customer. It's just bottom line. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I know I joke a lot, but this is one subject I don't joke about. Customers matter. Their expectations matter. So what I try to do is, like I said, I don't make it so big the expectations are going to make them feel very upset when they don't work out. Because I'm going to tell you what, I don't care. If you work in the service industry, things happen. People ain't like you. They may not have the same work ethic as you. So you got to bring up sometimes negative things, to let them know, hey, and I've had a lot of customers who bought guarantees and service agreements and warranties from me in the past that it paid off, and they were very glad because they got a full replacement, or they got their merchandise serviced, or they got it repaired or replaced. It's just a good thing. So, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. We just had a very simple conversation about selling, why customers' expectations really matter. They matter because we are salespeople. We represent good companies, and if you work for a good company, you need to make sure that they get all the benefits that the customer deserves. Don't be afraid to ask for the order, but don't be afraid to add on additional services that can guarantee that the customer will have a better buying situation. It's just a big deal. And remember, if you're working in customer service, let those customers rant and rave for about 5 minutes or so and just accept the blame. It's my fault. And the customer will pretty much always say, no, it's not. It's this other guy. Well, that's okay. And then you listen, and then you can walk them through the process and get things taken care of. But it ain't always easy, because sometimes that's just life. Things happen. But if we sell it properly on the front end and not exaggerate how things are going to be great for the rest of the world and for the rest of their life, and just give them, stuff breaks, That's why, we have these different opportunities to let you know if something goes wrong. Hey, please call us. Here's the customer service number. Let them be the first one you call. But I always tell my customers, you can call me too if you just need to vent or if you need to ask questions. And I always say it also to invite me to the barbecue. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. We just had a really good conversation about selling, why customers' expectations really matter. If you got a company, I've been in business, I've worked with a lot of companies that were in business for 50, 75, 100 years, 40 years that went out of business. They forgot about the customer's expectations, and now they're no longer. This could happen to you. So make sure, if you've got the capability to fix something that's broken or take care of a customer when there's something wrong, do your best. Do your due diligence, and you'll save some sales, and you'll keep a customer instead of having to go spend a bunch of money on people like me to go ahead and sell something. Do me a favor, go out there and sell something, but if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling. And our subject for today is selling, why customers' expectations matter. You know why now. They do matter. what they expect from us, we might as well be honest with them. And sometimes we may lose a sale because we're honest. Better to lose a sale than have a pissed off customer. You lose your commission, and then you got to start all over. All right, sell it. Woohoo, expectations. Yeah, that sounds real good. Customers, yeah, they matter. All right.